User Fair Beauty is asking, how do I fix color on my 50-inch TU7000 whenever I'm watching Netflix? Certain movies or shows on Netflix are so dark, it drives me crazy. I have played around with the settings and I cannot figure out how to brighten up Netflix on my Samsung TV. Well, I'm getting quite often this question. People are asking me, how do they fix too dark picture when watching content? And mainly this is related to HDR type of content, because almost every mainstream or low-end TV out there doesn't have hardware capabilities of displaying proper HDR signals. So specifically this question was related to Samsung TVs and Netflix. So in front of me is Samsung's BU8000, which is mainstream TV, also not capable of properly displaying HDR content. So I'll show you in this video which changes and what would I check in picture settings in order to get brighter picture. So as an example, I'll take this movie, The Gray Man, available on Netflix in 4K HDR. And I'll pick a scene now. So now I have one dark scene paused, just that you see how changes in settings will affect picture. So first let's see in which picture mode are we. Filmmaker mode, so I always recommend either movie or filmmaker mode on Samsung TVs. Next, let's go to all settings and I'll check energy saving options just to make sure that everything is turned off. Yes, so brightness optimization is turned off, brightness reduction is turned off, as well motion lighting. Screensaver can remain turned on. Okay, so now we know that light sensor will not affect picture. Now let's see expert settings. Brightness and contrast are already maxed out. Next, I'll check picture clarity settings. Here, if you have this option enabled, for example on custom, consider that LED clear motion will dim pictures, so you also want to disable this control as well. And I'll disable picture clarity altogether because this TV doesn't have blur reduction, so there is no benefit and I don't want to have soap opera effect. Next, I'll check that color tone is set to warm 2 to get the most accurate colors. And then the control which I recommend to use to increase brightness is gamma, and this specifically ST.2084, which is available for HDR signals. So as I increase this control, the image gets brighter and brighter. So that for me would be the first step. Adjust this control until you are satisfied with the image. If even by maxing out this control you are not happy with brightness, there is shadow detail control, which will raise blacks of the image, and I would say be careful with this control because if you increase it too much, the image will appear washed out, but on the other hand you will more easily see details in shadows. So here I would go 1 or 2 clicks maximum. And that's basically it. Related to other settings, there is also contrast enhancer. However, that function varies from scene to scene and I prefer to keep it turned off. Of course, if all those controls are not helping, then I recommend that you adjust room lighting, use curtains on windows, adjust ambient lights in order to get more satisfying image. And that's all I wanted to share in this video. Let me know which tricks and how do you have your settings adjusted, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.